Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm happy to meet you. Thanks for watching my video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Faricha Royani Musafa, NIM 2002211002230. I'm from Accounting Study Program. I'm from Economic and Business Faculty. The purpose of my presentation is to give a little idea about the impact of Biden victory on the economy in Indonesia. Here, I will explain about Joe Biden with the US president election, but impact on the economy in Indonesia. Do you know him? Yes, he is Joe Biden. On November 7, 2020, the worst unrest over the result of the 2020 United States presidential election. Over the last few months was finally ensured. Democratic Joe Biden with the 2020 U.S. presidential election beating Donald Trump defeat. The result of the presidential election also generates mixed opinions among economic experts regarding the impact of Biden's victory in Indonesia. Is it true that Indonesia benefit from Biden's victory? Is it true that the Biden victory has had a positive impact on the Indonesian economy? Let's see. Economic of the Institute for Development of Economics and Finance, INDEF, Anti Satrio Nugroho explained that there were several Biden victories that had a positive impact on Indonesia. First, export opportunities. Second, investment possibilities. Third, capital financial markets. And fourth, exchange rate. First, export opportunities. So, what is the impact of Biden victory on Indonesian export? Let's see what impact the winning Biden will have on Indonesian export. This is Indonesian export data to the US during Donald Trump reigns. We can see that the data on Indonesian export to US during the Trump administration. So, during the Trump administration, there were some increase, although not too significant. In 2020, there were several declines in some export commodities. This was due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which caused America to lock down so that Indonesia cannot ship export goods to American export opinion. I think Indonesia will get a positive impact from the rise of the global economy after Biden's victory. First, there is an opportunity for increase in the price of commodity products that are the mainstay of Indonesian export. He explained. Peter, research director and the corner and the Center of Reform on Economic Care. So, in the opinion of Peter, the Biden victory has a positive impact on the global economy. The first is an increase in opportunities for commodity price of Indonesia main export product. So, it will certainly affect trade in Indonesia. Quote from Occasion.com, Biden also promised to provide a much bigger fiscal stimulus, namely 2.5 trillion over a period of 3 years, from 2021 to 2024. As it is known that the American economy is 30% of the world economy. So, when America carries out a large stimulus, it will have a big impact on the whole world, including Indonesia. Explained Managing Partner Grand Thornton Indonesia, Joanna Gani, Sunday, November 8, 2020. In his speech, the Fed promised to provide a large fiscal stimulus of 2.5 trillion, which if America increases its fiscal, it will be very influential for several countries, including Indonesia, because we know that the American economy is 30% the world of economy. This is the export comparison data between Indonesia and Vietnam to the US, where we can see that Vietnam is 20% superior to Indonesia. Some of these products are exported by Vietnam to America. Vietnam excels in capital goods, consumer goods, processed food product, footwear, leather products, electronic goods, base metal, mining goods, as well as textile and apparel. And there are some of Indonesian export products to America. Indonesia is superior in terms of commodity auxiliary goods, raw material, livestock product, chemical and pharmaceutical, and wood. Bima Essence, the Indonesia could take advantage of trade opportunities to the US by improving the quality of product related to the environment. This is because one of the focus of Biden policy is the future in that pro-environment. What is the impact of Biden's victory on Indonesian investment? Let's see what impact the winning Biden has on investment opportunities in Indonesia. A Democratic-backed Biden will be more profitable for the market. Biden is considered to provide a large stimulus. Apart from the stimulus policy, Joe Biden will also increase tax payment from U.S. corporations after the incumbent president chose to lower tax rates in the last 4 years. The two policies are considered to be beneficial for emerging markets, including Indonesia, because investors are considered to be looking for opportunities for investment growth in other countries. One of the effects that Indonesia can experience with Biden's victory is the large amount of investment flowing into diplomacy between the U.S. and the Indo-Pacific. Interesting fact about Biden's victory in the investment. First, Biden effect. Not only that, the name Biden even aged in Indonesia financial market through the title Biden effect. In line with the strength of the Jakarta Composite Index, IHSG, and the price of coal Indonesia after Biden's victory. Second, generates market confidence. That this market confidence will also boost investor risk appetite. So, the transaction volume on financial market will increase. Third, foreign direct investment (FDI) from the US will increase to developing countries. Then, there is possibility that foreign direct investment (FDI) from the US will increase to developing countries, including Indonesia, because of Biden's political promise, he said he would impose a minimum tax on companies that are outside rather than in the US itself. And fourth, encouraging job creation. With the increasing number of investment being made in Indonesia, the government will find in Asia to create jobs that can benefit the Indonesian. Third, capital financial market. Let's see what effect Biden's victory has been the capital Indonesia market. The news of Joe Biden's victory in the presidential election in the US has also provided fresh air for market players by business.com. There are some of the recent reports on stock exchange in Indonesia. Indonesian Stock Exchange (IDI's) report. Stock market capitalization rose 4.05% during the week of November 2020 to November 6, 2020. Capitalization increased from 5,958,186 trillions to 6,199,566. The Composite Stock Price Index (GCI) rose 4.04% a week, from 5,128,225 to 5,335,529. At the end of Friday session, November 6, 2020. So, from the data above, we can see that the stock exchange in Indonesia has increased. which is very profitable for Indonesia. Based on the result of the technical analysis, according to Hans, new director of Anugerah Mega Investment assesses the level range from 5,381 to 5,500 IHSG resistant range. The level area of 5,246 to 5,161 by IHSG support range. And according to Arta Sekuritas Indonesia, analyst Dennis Christopher Jordan also assessed this at the level between 5,394 and 5,264 by IHSG resistant range. In the level range 5,275 to 5,216 by IHSG supports. These are countries that are trying to increase the effect Biden's victory. Records: Japanese Nikkei Index jumps 1%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index surged 1.73%. China's Shanghai Index strength 0.52%. Singapore's STI flew 1.05%. South Korea's Kospi appreciated 0.83%. There are some of the movement of the stock exchange in Indonesia in the last few weeks. We can see that on the 6th November, stock exchange has increased. But then on November 9, it decreased. But on the 10th November, it went up again and continues to rise until 26 November. Fourth, exchange rate. So, what is the impact of Biden victory on Indonesian exchange rate? Let's see what impact Biden victory has on the exchange rate in Indonesia. Numbers on Monday, November 9 trading. According to the rupiah class, 1.02% higher at rupiah 14.65 per US dollar. And according to the Bank Indonesia middle rate register strengthened 1.04% to a level of 14,172 rupiah. We can see that on November 9, the rupiah exchange rate strength, which was also influenced by the Biden victory. For trading on Thursday, November 10, Royani is optimistic that the strength will continue with a range of price movement. 14,060 rupiah per US dollar at the support level and 14,210 rupiah per US dollar at the resistance level. Well, on November 10, Royani is optimistic that the rupiah will strengthen, starting from 14.60 per US dollar, and it will strengthen to 14,210 per US dollar. This is Royani Eka Putri opinions. Why? In the last week, the rupiah strengthened. The strengthening of the rupiah exchange rate was significant earlier this week due to the continuing flow of capital inflow into the domestic market. This is condition occurred in line with the announcement that Joe Biden secured in winning over Donald Trump in this year's U.S. presidential election by Bank Mandiri Money Market Analysis Royani Eka Putri. So, it can be concluded that the victory of the Biden can have an impact on the strength of the rupiah exchange rate. yesterday, the rupiah always stayed above 100 points, even at least 170 points, meaning that from 14,200 to 13,800, it only took 400 points. It is very reasonable if the rupiah ends at 13,800 with the assumption standard of 100 points per day by Director of TRX Garuda Berjangka Ibrahim. Even the director of Garuda Future is also optimistic that the rupiah will strengthen in the next few weeks and will be 13,800 per US dollar. Presentation, I conclude A. Indonesia can get all the advance above if Indonesia immediately conducts diplomacy to the US so that cooperation can occur. B. Indonesia must also carry out reform in accordance with the current government in order to obtain benefit for Indonesian. C. The government to do its best for the benefit of Indonesia. So, many presentation from me. I thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.